Come on. There's PROSE. Oh, better. Yeah. Here we go. This is called Wisdom from Above, or Amphibians in Transit. I recommend riding on the top of a bus. Not actually on top of the bus, a bit drafty and precarious riding there. But I mean upstairs, on a bus that has an upstairs, a double-decker. I wish there were triple-deckers, then I could ride a floor higher still. I like being up high. Its spacious attic was a major reason I chose my flat. From there, if I stick my head out of the skylight, I can examine the slates of my own roof, see the chimneys near and far, used and unused, and can see across limiting walls to gardens beyond. From a higher viewpoint, you notice more. For example, if it wasn't for riding on the upper deck of buses, I would never have known about the ponds on top of bus shelters. Really, there are. Well, not on all of them, maybe. Not, for example, on those newer ones at Kirkcaldy bus station, the ones with curved over see-through roofs that are rather like the clear-walled underwater tunnel at Deep Sea World. Any water flows right off those. No, I mean the older, flat-topped bus shelters, the ones with a top not unlike that table, where rainwater can collect. There are little shallow ponds up there. You have to be looking at just the right time, or you won't see them. They come and go with the weather. And there, dare I say it, live some frogs. Specially adapted frogs, designed to suit their bus shelter top lifestyle. They have sucker pad toes and are nimble leapers. They can leap onto the side of the buses that pass by. As they draw up, they cling there, and by use of the public transport network, migrate from bus shelter top to bus shelter top in search of a mate or fresh ponds to colonise. They're quite small. They also have the gift of chameleon-like camouflage. They can change colour to match the bus they're clinging to. That is why so few people spot them. But if you look closely, perhaps at a bus which has had one of those big visual adverts applied to its side as a transfer, you may see a little bump. A place where the surface is not quite as smooth and flat as usual, but where the pictorial design nevertheless continues quite uninterrupted. Congratulations! That bump is a frog, clinging there and disguising itself to match the surface, and so pass unnoticed. Savour such a moment. You've been privileged to perceive what few notice and fewer still understand. I would suggest you do not disturb it or point it out. Just enjoy that moment of comradeship. The frog has its life, you have your own, both going about your business, each thereafter enriched by this encounter. You, favoured by being granted a rare glimpse into a separate but connected realm. The frog, blessed by your respect and discretion. You are protecting this hidden wildlife by letting it pass unannounced. But your conscious, so rational mind may doubt, since, alas, it has been drummed into us so much that seeing is believing. How can I believe in something I can't see with my own eyes, some people say. You may instead jump to a supposedly more reasonable conclusion. As if a frog jumped only from lily pad to lily pad, reluctant to get wet, unwilling to enter the hidden, richer realm beneath the water. Though once there, it would find itself to be swimming in its natural element. You may leap, that is, to this conclusion, that there is a material, inorganic, technological explanation of that bump on the surface of the bus. Rivet, you may say. But is not that very explanation a signal from your own subconscious, your hidden, deeper self, which somehow knows and agrees with the truth of my revelation, your subtle, wise, and inwardly childlike psyche, playfully emulating the very sound of the creature I describe? a greeting given in its own language, gladly celebrating its presence there. Perhaps, if no one else was about, the frog would even reply to you. Ribbit. Ribbit. Thank you.